I'm only speaking to true benevolent beings who do not hold ill intent towards me, as it is with all my recordings. I realize that most have a lot on their plate and are struggling themselves. I am still asking for those true benevolent beings to try and assist. And in the ways that you can assist is with your intention, your focus, your emotion, your will. Be moving everything raped from true benevolent beings directly to universal laws, devoid of all force technology and all force magic. Devoid of all clones, malevolence, entities, parasites, and devoid of all harm to those beings. Or saying the same thing, but moving everything raped from benevolent beings directly back to the true benevolent beings that those things were raped from. Devoid of all forced magic, harm, technologies, clones, and parasites. It is also important to be doing the same thing with the artificial frequency fence surrounding this planet. So be requesting to universal laws to be deactivating the artificial frequency fence around this planet, devoid of all obstructions and regressions, permanently. And devoid of all harm to true benevolent beings. And devoid of anything raped, devoid of everything raped from benevolent beings. For any true benevolent being listening, your assistance is greatly needed. Please know that there are things being forced on some beings and not on others. There is a reason why they do not force those things on everyone. There are dead parasitic entities trying to possess beings. There are dead parasitic entities using technology and clones, trying to force the encephalograms of others into other beings. There are dead parasitic entities trying to use technology and clones to forcibly alter the frequency and vibration of true benevolent beings against the full revocation of their consent. Like, I can't stress enough that there are dead parasitic entities trying to forcibly possess beings here. Your assistance is greatly needed in whatever capacity that you think that you can assist with the removal of harm, with the removal of parasites, with the removal of forced trauma and forced clones from the true benevolent beings here. Directly moving all of those things being forced directly to universal laws. the best that you can. And I know that the malevolence then tries to counter that, but it's the benevolent beings still must try, still must do their best to be doing that. The best that you can. In addition to refusing inwardly and outwardly, vocally, be refusing all consent for all forced technology. To have technology forced on you, to have clones forced on you, be refusing consent and being raped. So hopefully the things that I have talked about and spoken of before, hopefully you are doing your best to be refusing consent for the things being forced. I'm just trying to make others aware that there are some, like, I don't even know if there isn't a word in language to articulate what is being forced here. If you do not have an entity trying to possess your being, then I would ask your assistance in helping to remove, or I'll rephrase, to move all forced, you can even do all forced clones. Be moving all clones directly to universal laws, devoid of everything that they have raped from benevolent beings. That most certainly needs to be being done consistently on a daily basis, many times a day if you can manage it. Be moving all animated dead entities, including those called Illuminati, including those called reptilian, directly to universal laws, devoid of all magic technologies and devoid of everything that they have raped from benevolent beings. And devoid of all forced regressions and obstructions with that, making it permanent. Devoid of all harm to all true benevolent beings. This civilization is not realizing where things are at and the level of horror and atrocity that has been reached. My channel is small, and there is much forced interference and manipulation with my channel. So I don't think over the years that it doesn't seem like I've been able to reach very many. So the ones that I have reached, the true benevolent beings that I have reached, I hope that you have in some fashion, in some way, been able to try and help others to understand the things being forced on this planet and what is going on. You are on a parasite. And even though you may not have had those communications to confirm or deny, I am still going to state you, because I know you are on a parasite. It has been raping the inhabitants here of many things, for many timelines, many civilizations, in many lifetimes. It has smaller parasites doing its bidding. Those are called reptilians. And then the reptilians have their lackeys doing their bidding. And then all of those are forcibly using clones to try and evade and circumvent universal laws. They have been doing this a very long time. They're using technology to obstruct and regress universal laws and universal law correction. Like, I know that I have stated these things in prior recordings, that if you're still listening to this channel, these are all things that you've heard before. The time is critical. I can't stress that enough. The time is critical. They are forcibly trying to possess beings via technology. So if there are any of those true benevolent beings out there that are listening to these recordings, I am really asking you to assist with this in the best way that you can, using your intention, your will, your focus, your emotion, and moving these animated dead parasites to universal laws directly, devoid of all technology, magic, and clones, devoid of all obstructions and regressions, permanently. And then you would do another one for the clones themselves, be moving all clones directly to universal laws, devoid of everything that they have raped from true benevolent beings, devoid of all magic and devoid of all technologies, to be immediately dissolved. Along with all of the entities operating and running those clones. And be removing all forced magic of any kind in any form from any source in existence. From the totality of this video or this recording, as well as all of my other recordings. I would also ask your assistance in that as well. That would be helpful. I'm sorry for the lag here. Just a moment. If you believe that you are communicating with the true, authentic, benevolent Creator, the true Father, please be asking for His assistance in permanently deactivating the artificial frequency fence. and moving all of the clones maybe you should just move all the clones. Be asking him to dissolve all of the clones, devoid of everything that they have raped from true benevolent beings. Be asking him to remove all of the animated, dead parasites from this place, from the astral realms. From the technology. Be asking him to deactivate the technologies, especially the forced mind rape technologies, the forced synthetic telepathy technologies, the forced cloning technologies. Be removing the dead parasitic entities trying to possess benevolent beings. That would be another way you can try and assist. Be moving all dead parasitic entities, including all those called Illuminati, including all those called reptilians, who are forcibly trying to possess benevolent beings. Directly to universal laws and or directly to the true, authentic, benevolent creator. Devoid of all obstructions and regressions. Devoid of all technologies and magic. Be asking the everything raped from true benevolent beings to be immediately returned to the true benevolent beings those things were raped from, devoid of all harm to them. Devoid of all technologies, clones, magic, and parasites. I just am hoping that there are still those out there who can benevolently assist. There might not be many, but if you're strong enough and you do not have entities trying to possess your being, I'm asking for your assistance. I'm asking for you to find a way or to be able to assist in some capacity. Things are critical, and they are totally, they're dead, they're animated dead parasites. They're violating universal laws. And with what they're doing with the technology, even though they're trying to do those things, we still have to be trying to counter what they're trying to force. There has to be some kind of climactic event. Either we force them to shut off the fence, or universal laws are triggered. or a larger true benevolent force intervenes here. Something must occur here. One of those three must occur. So hopefully you can find it within you to try and assist in some capacity, provided you are a true benevolent being who is wanting to assist humanity, who is willing to assist, try and assist me, devoid of all ill intent, devoid of all intent to harm me. And who are trying to assist other true benevolent beings in this civilization that are also being targeted and tortured and raped, in where entities are trying to possess them. I hope you can manage it.